There are a few products that kind of go like viral and get extremely popular, especially coming into summer, where often we're looking for alternatives of products we already use. Perhaps we sweat more in summer, we become more oily, the temperature's hotter, it's humid, and ideally we don't want too much stuff in our face, right? Bronzing Drops is one of those products that have become increasingly popular, especially moving into summer. But like with a lot of products that people aren't used to using, there can be somewhat of a learning curve that is simple, very easy to learn. I've seen a few people attempt to use bronzing drops in a way that doesn't work out well. But here's the deal, not all bronzing drops are made the same, not all are equal, and there is a correct way and incorrect way to use them, and that's what we want to talk about today. And I'm going to be using the bronzing drops from Typology today. Typology have very kindly sponsored today's video, and I really wanted to showcase their bronzing drops to you today. Now, some of you may be already very familiar with Typology, some of you may not be, so for those who aren't, Typology is a skincare brand, and they of course are vegan, cruelty-free. Now, Typology is very special in terms of their product. One reason why I love them in particular is their products are formulated and manufactured in France. Just in France. And they really focus on only keeping the necessary ingredients in the products that they sell. So their formulas are very minimalist while keeping like 80% of ingredients with a natural origin to them. And their packaging comes in recycled and recyclable containers as well. And those parts of Typology, the focus on the ingredients, the focus on the packaging being recyclable and made from recycled materials is everything. And the products I'm going to be using today from Typology are hybrid products. So they are skincare, but they give an immediate visual result and an obvious visual result also. As I said, we're focusing on the bronzing drops today, but there are many things in this brand that I would 100% recommend you try out. And I'm going to use some of them today anyway. And I do have an offer for you today as well. And this offer is valid for 1 week from the day I post this video. So when you use the link I'm going to leave down below in the description box for you, if you spend over $40 on the website, you can get yourself a free bi-phase eye makeup remover. Bi-phase makeup removers, of course, are those ones that you have to give a little bit of shape to mix all the ingredients together. It is enriched with castor oil and peptides, which will help strengthen the lashes. So gentle and soft on the eyes, and chamomile hydrolate, which helps to soothe the eye area, which is so important on a sensitive area of skin like your eyes. We don't want to be scrubbing, so this is a perfect melt away your eye makeup, waterproof mascara, everything like that in a gentle way, and that is going to be free for you when you spend $40 or more. So go ahead and check them out. Of course, I will link all the products I use down below in the description box, so do check that out. Thank you again to Typology for sponsoring today's video. I love you. I want to take a look at these two videos in particular because these are what really made me want to talk about this today.
I'm gonna add it into my moisturizer. Everyone's using them. You can't escape them. I don't even know how much I'm supposed to add. Oh, okay. It's mixing into a really nice color. I hope I didn't put too much. I don't know. I'm really pale, so hopefully it doesn't make me look orange. And let us blend. Did I do something wrong? Did I put too much? I think I just gotta keep blending, okay? Just gotta blend my life away. I don't get it. Am I doing something wrong? I'm so confused. Did this work? I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Can someone tell me in the comments? Because I'm literally confused. First of all, I look the same. And that's not good. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna add, why doesn't it come out? This is making me feel like an idiot, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be the most easy, user-friendly product. All right, okay, let's try this one more time here. Am I the only person that thinks this looks like shit? Like, I feel like it's accentuating all of my acne scarring and like texture and just like bringing out my hyperpigmentation. Does it only work on perfect people? I don't know. You guys are gonna judge me so hard because I'm probably doing something wrong. I think, like, for me, no.
Okay, so as you can see in that video, it pretty much just disappears. Here's the deal, right? You can absolutely mix your bronzing drops into your moisturizers. I'm going to show you a way I personally like to do it, not that way. And also, I really want to talk about color because that is so important. Michaela mentioned in that video that it made her scarring stand out. A lot of these bronzing drops, they look kind of golden when they are just for product, but as you blend it out, they kind of reach this redness to it. Redness is going to bring out the redness in your acne scarring. The great thing about more golden tones is they have a yellow tone to them, right? Gold is yellow. Bronze has more red. Now, when we look at a color wheel, we often look at red and we use green to cancel it out, right? But you can neutralize, why can't I say that? Neutralize redness with yellow. That's why a lot of people mistakenly and wrongly use yellow foundation on everyone, because it neutralizes a skin tone. So when something is more golden over your whole face, it's going to help neutralize that red, but we have to choose a product that truly stays that yellow tone. So the bronzing drops from Typology, this is why I really, really love these. And when I was speaking to them, I was like, you know, this is why I really love your bronzing drops and why I want to kind of like show them off, is because as I blend it in, it keeps that yellow, I'll do a close up for you, a yellow, well, we're going to do it on my skin. It keeps that yellow gold tone. It doesn't suddenly turn bronze. And what a lot of these bronzing drops do is it just gives your skin a glow with a little bit of like a tan kind of look. So although bronzing is in the name, it is kind of just a glow to the skin, right? Looking bronzed means you have a tan and you look great. I also want to show you one more video, and then I want to show you how I would use these products so they're actually effective on your skin. It looks real and you can wear it by itself or you can wear it with your foundation.
You are supposed to mix these with your favorite moisturizer before you put them on the skin. Especially if you are of the Casper complexion, you will end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. Not quite the summer glow I was going for.
Okay, now I don't know how this happened, but a lot of bronzing drops, and let me tell you, I have been sent probably 5 or 6, probably 5, I'm going to say 5 different bronzing drops from different brands, right? Not all of them work the same. Some of them are drier on the skin, some of them glide a lot better, and I think this is where the brand comes in particular. Now, if you think about bronzing drops, it isn't really makeup. It's a skincare step, kind of. It's kind of like a primer step. It's that same kind of finish. It's not giving you coverage. It's not really giving you a manageable color. And as we can see from that video, she used it straight on her skin and it kind of just gripped. God, I thought someone walked up my stairs and I'm alone in my house. Maybe they did. So some brands in particular are just kind of seeing it as a makeup-y step, making it this color. And it just sticks to texture. It sticks to skin, it sticks to dry patches, it sticks to anything. So I think the skincare aspect within a bronzing drops should be priority. It's going to blend nicer, it's going to sit nicer on the skin. We all have texture on our skin. We all have different kind of textures on my skin. I'm porous here, I'm dehydrated and dry around here. Sometimes I have fine lines on my forehead. It depends when I last got Botox. So there has to be something within these bronzing drops that allow you to use them in a way that's customizable to you. Some people want to use them under foundation. Some people want to use them in foundation. Some people just want to use them by themselves. And this is why I pretty much landed on the Typology bronzing drop. This is my go-to bronzing drops. If I'm going to use them, these are the ones I would choose. Is one, because it has no glitter in it. I hate highlighter bronzers with glitter. Actually, there's been some that aren't so bad recently, but if it's too much, then it's obvious. But something like a bronzing drop that you're going to use pretty much over the whole face, no, please, no glitter. So it also has vitamin E and apricot extract. For those who don't know, apricot extract in skincare helps to like smoothen and soften the skin. Remember this? Now, a lot of these bronzing drops are being mixed in with a physical skincare. So I've done my toner, eye cream, serum. I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. This is the face moisturizer from Typology. And here's the deal. I'm not going to mix my bronzing drops in this. I'm going to put my moisturizer on because I think the key of what a lot of people are missing when they're doing the moisturizer and the bronzing drops directly mixed in is the aspect of quantity of what they're using. And I'm not actually going to blend it right in, you know, rubbed into my skin properly. Like I want it to be like a film when I rub my finger on it. Those areas that are a little bit drier, do just push in a little bit and then go on with a little bit more moisturizer. I'm going to keep this moisturizer to a side just in case I need some more. I'm going to use a kind of flat brush. This is more for contour, but one that I can be more like flicky with rather than tapping and smudging everywhere. I'm going to take the bronzing drops again on the back of my hand. I'm not mixing it with moisturizer. I'm putting it separate, a little bit at a time, starting at the outer edges of the face, backwards and forwards, like so. So it's still blending in with my moisturizer, and this just makes the two formulas a little bit more equal, I guess we could say, to each other, rather than perhaps using not enough bronzing drops or too much skincare. And can you see how it's kind of kept its yellow tone? And I'm literally just moving it out. It's almost like I'm applying a face mask, you know, with like a spatula. I'm going to do a once over with a brush just to make sure we're all blended nicely. And then I'm going to give it just a moment to settle on my skin, because our skin can become a little bit red as we like move things around. It brings blood to the surface. So I'm just going to wait for that all to settle down and then see if I need any more. Okay, now that's done. We're doing exactly the same on the other side. And you can also just use these in areas, let's say like around the edge of the face, just to keep it bronzed. Like so. Now I obviously showed you half a face, but do your whole face. I just wanted you to see the difference between two, but do your whole face first. Don't leave it and then do the other side, because obviously you want to catch the skincare while it's still on top of the skin, while your skin hasn't completely soaked it up. Okay, I also want to show you in natural light how this looks. So this is it in more natural lighting. You can see it looks a lot smoother on the skin than in my lighting for some reason. So this is it in natural lighting. Bronzed, but not overly bronzed. You can see the difference with my neck and my face. Of course, you would do your neck too. The one thing I would say about the neck, however, is I find it absorbs hydration quite quickly. So I would kind of maybe spray it if you have like a hydrating mist, and then go on with that also. So this is the Typology Tinted Serum, of course. And I'm going to actually mix these two together. Sometimes when you put on any like a foundation serum, tinted serums on top of bronzing drops, you're not going to see the bronzing drop. And it's like, well, why did you bother to use the bronzing drop? And I'm literally going to use 1.5 drops off the bronzing drop. We can always add more on top if we want to, because again, this is a product that has hydration, so it's gonna glide nicely onto those areas. And you can see it just really gives such a beautiful, subtle bronze to the skin. It has that glow, it has that bronzing glow. Now this serum, I'm putting a clip of me wearing it without the bronze drop, is usually the same as my neck. So you can see it has this beautiful bronze to it, and I would apply this to my neck if I'm you know, deepening my face. Now if this isn't bronzy enough for you, 1 drop of the bronzing drop on the same brush again, and we're just literally going to use it like a bronzer. Little bit at a time though, little tiny bit. Just like so, and again, mattifying those areas where we don't want to be too shiny, or perhaps we're a little bit oilier. Bronzed. Nothing feels heavy, it all feels really lightweight, but yet we are bronzed without actually technically using any makeup. And then you can add your highlighter, things like that. I'm going to use the Glow Drops from Typology. I personally like to use my finger. Again, no glitter. Woo. And then I'm going to use the Plum Purple Lip Oil. This looks really like deep, but actually on the lip you'll see it's almost like just my lip color, but slightly more plum, but it has that really beautiful purpley tint to it. Carried away in the corners there. And there you go, naturally bronzed with bronzing drops without it gripping and everything. Now here's a few things to expect with bronzing drops. If you are going to use it just straight on your skin, unless your skin is perfectly smooth, textureless, scarless, blemish free, then it is going to grip a little bit, and it is going to show up some areas of skin that you might not want to show up. It is reflective. Bronzing drops are reflective, so it does give a little bit more of a shine to it. And when we add shine to the skin, it picks up details, right? So do bear that in mind. Bronzing drops on the rest of the body are beautiful. Shoulders, arms, legs, ear, you know? But they are really, really simple to use. when you know how and when you're doing it in the right order, mixing it with right thing. Okay, I hope that helped in some way for anyone who's like, I don't know how to use these. Thank you again to Typology for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely adore the brand, and I will leave everything down below in the description box for you. Remember to take advantage of that offer. It is only available for the week, so go ahead and take advantage of it. Everything again is linked down below in the description box. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.